Hey there everybody, it's Missy again, and I'm back with a new layout for the Hip Kit Club, and this is my first layout using the new May Hip Kits, and they are so pretty. Right away, I saw this paper. It's from the Dear Lizzie Lovely Day collection, and I had to use it. I thought, oh my gosh, this paper is beautiful. And I picked out two pictures that I was trying to decide. That one, now that I look at it, it really just does not go. I was just on my desk and I thought I would try it out, but I also had this other one of me in Aruba, and I scrapped one similar to this recently, and but I was in a different spot, and here I am again with another drink. So yeah, I'm gonna scrap that. And my theme for today is to oversize something, and so I've been wanting to use this cut file that Jana designed, and it's basically a big cloud with a big sun behind it, and so I decided to use that because it's going to go perfect with my background paper and my picture, and it's going to be a great way to kind of get the tropical island vibe that I want to use. So I enlarged this cut file, and that's going to be my oversized piece. Now, if you got the color kit this month, then it's going to be exciting because these are the Prima Tropical watercolors, and when you open them up, they give you a little test sheet there at the top that you can do little sample color swatches on, and look how gorgeous and rich those colors are. I'm so excited to use them. So all I'm going to do here is use my water brush pen thing and dab it into the watercolor and just add some color to my cut file, because I just cut it in white cardstock because I wanted to use these watercolors. But since I'm using a beautiful pattern paper background, I didn't want to do anything else to that paper because it looks like it's been watercolored already. I mean, look how pretty that is. So I'm going to just leave that as is and then do my mixed media part of this on the cut file. So I wanted to do, I'm trying to match the colors in that background paper, and these blues and greens are pretty intense. And so what I'm going to do is put a little bit of the blue and green mixed together and then add in some of the white acrytones shimmers and kind of make a light blue watery paint. And I'm just using my brush to kind of roughly brush some blue onto this cloud, and I'm going to brush it and then kind of use my fingers to smudge it a little bit. I don't want the whole thing to be one solid color. I want the white to show through, and I want some light shades, some dark shades, just to kind of make it look a little more realistic. And so I'm just mixing and matching some of the watercolor with the shimmers and brushing it on. And you know, anytime you need to lighten up a color, just either add more water or add some white to it. And I know I had that shimmers still sitting on my desk from when we received that a couple months ago in our color kit, and I thought I'm going to try to, you know, mix and match things here, and it worked out really well, and I love how it looks. So I'm just going to keep on adding mainly the two blues and the two greens just to create a pretty aqua bluish color, and then the white really lightens it up. And you could do this with any of those colors and really get some fun different color combinations and even different thicknesses of the paint. If you're adding in the shimmers to it, or you know, one of the dazzlers or the pasties, it's fun to kind of just mix and match a lot of products together sometimes and to see what you can come up with. So I love how that looks, and I want to keep it like it is. I'm not going to get too crazy. I want the sun to be yellow and the cloud to be blue, and I think this is so pretty. It's definitely, you know, it's got that sunset vibe, it's got the beachy island kind of feel to it, and so I'm gonna go with it. Now I wanted to do something behind the sun to kind of make it stand out, so I'm gonna add a little bit of vellum behind that open spot there. I didn't want to, you know, cover it up with a solid paper. So you can kind of still see the background through it because it's vellum, but it's still kind of whited out a little bit. And this is going to make my picture stand out a little bit more because of that vellum in the background. Now I did cut two of the other clouds and then one of the open cloud with the heart, and trying to decide what to do next. And I thought I would do some hand stitching. I hadn't done hand stitching in a while, and so I'm going to use my ATG gun and go ahead and stick this down. And then I picked out some coordinating colors of thread there. I wasn't sure how detailed I was going to go, but I love the dimension, how the sun's rays are sticking up and the edges of the cloud. I didn't want it to lie completely flat. I'm using my pokey tool, also known as a thumbtack, and I just went around the edge of the circle of the sun and around the edges of the clouds. And then I've got my matching yellow embroidery thread already in my needle, and I'm just going to do a back stitch around that circle. And this is just to give, you know, a little bit of texture and a little bit of detail. And I just like the way it looks. I thought about doing my machine stitching, but I thought, no, I kind of want to do some hand stitching today. And this didn't take too long because there really isn't a lot, and it's not too detailed. It's pretty easy to do a big circle like that. So I'm just going to take some time and do that, and voila, it's done. I did the cloud in blue, and I did the circle or the sun in yellow. I'm going to use one of the little baggies that we got that contained some of the wood veneer that we got in the kits, and I'm going to use that as a layer behind my picture instead of tissue paper or vellum. Kind of gives you the same effect. I've picked out lots of things here that I think I might want to use that all coordinate with these 3 colors. Some Project Life cards, some of the exclusive die cuts, some of the exclusive wood veneer. Those wood veneer are really cool because they're very, very thin. So be very careful that you don't bend them too harshly because they will break. So just be easy with those. But I like that they're thin. Very, very cool. So I really love this flower and leaf cluster. I think for the past couple months we've had some really pretty exclusive fussy cuttable flowers. That doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. And I just had to cut that out, and I want to use it on the right. And so that inspired me to go with even more florals. I'm going to stick to this color scheme of the blue, the pink, and the yellow. And then I'm going to work with some of these flowers that we got in the exclusive die cut pack. And my original plan was I wasn't even thinking of flowers, honestly. I just wasn't sure. I just started digging through everything. So many beautiful pieces this month. I loved this today part on this Project Life card. The colors matched perfectly, so I'm going to fussy cut it out and use that as part of my title. And, you know, like I said, I wasn't really thinking about using that darker coral pink color. I wanted to stick with the light colors, but it just sort of happened. When I fussy cut that Project Life card out with the flowers and the leaves, it just looked so pretty, and I thought, okay, I'm going to incorporate that color in with some more things here. So I'm digging into the Chamel sticker book, and you know what? There's a whole page of flowers that coordinate and match. So I'm going to kind of create a little cluster over there on the left, and then kind of mix and match some of these die cut clouds, and then the 2 white ones that I cut out when I cut out the big cut file. I'm going to add some foam behind my picture and all its layers and kind of raise that up. I have to use these 2 little birds on the Dear Lizzie puffy stickers. They're just too cute, and they match perfectly, and they look cute sitting on top of the cloud over there. And these are some of the exclusive puffy stickers as well. Now this is one of my favorite things in the whole kit. These are exclusive alphas. I love this font. Oh, this is probably my favorite font yet that we have had in these exclusive stickers. And they're so soft and they're so puffy, and I love the color. I mean, it's just, yeah, you cannot go wrong there. And I'm going to do like a tone on tone thing here. My title is going to be Island Vibes today. I had to use vibes. It just, as soon as I saw it, I was like, Island Vibes, that's going to be my title. And so I love how that looks. I love those Chamel stickers. You've got some clear stickers in there. You got some alphas, and then some of them are not clear stickers. They're more like cardstock type stickers. So it's a big variety of stickers in there. So when I get to a point where I'm like, I'm not sure what to add next, that's usually my cue to start adding some thread. And so I'm going to add some yellow thread over there to that little leaf cluster on the left before I glue that flower down. And I thought it would be nice to raise it up a little bit, so I add a little bit of foam under that blue flower. And that's one of the exclusive ones, and an exclusive little coral puffy sticker on top of it. Kimberly and Kim did an amazing job this month with their exclusives. It's just gorgeous stuff. I was so excited putting this layout together. I just kept going, ooh, this looks so pretty here. Ooh, ooh. And yeah, love it. And you know me, I love creating summer and beach and island type tropical color schemes and layouts. And so the past few months, they have just really jumped out at me as inspiration. I really fought a long time with that blue thread there. It wouldn't tangle up like I wanted it to, but I finally got it. So I'm just gluing everything down. I love the exclusive flowers, and there's little green leaves and there's little blue leaves. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I'm just making sure that everything's glued down, especially on top of the things that I use the watercolor on top of, because stickers don't tend to stick very well if there's mixed media of any type behind it. So just double checking with the glue. I'm going to use one of these yellow Maggie Holmes crepe paper buttons over on the left just to give a little pop of yellow and interest over there on that side. And I thought about using a pink one over there, but it just started to get too busy and cluttered, so I opt not to do that. And I use a bunch, well, not a bunch, a couple of teeny tiny flower puffy stickers from the Dear Lizzie collection. And I thought about using the bird, but the bird was just a little too big for this particular design, so I'm going to save the bird for another one. These are some Echo Park enamel dots, and I'm just going to use a couple of the blue ones up top, some of the coral ones on the left, and a couple of yellow ones here and there as well. Perfect colors. Everything matches so perfectly. I know I keep saying perfect, but that's how I was feeling when I was making this. Everything just clicked. And that's the beauty of these kits, is things usually click. I'm going to add a little bit of journaling down at the bottom, and my pen is going to work great this time because I didn't do any mixed media on my background, which is rare for me. I don't even remember a time in recent years where I created a layout and I did not put something on the background. So I didn't even add splatters on this one. I didn't feel like it needed it. I love how it looks as is, and I still got my mixed media on by coloring the cut file, which is still pretty tame, but I really like how it turned out. That's the Vicky Booten stamp that we got in last month's color kit, and I did add a couple of flower stickers down underneath my journaling, but that's the final layout. I also did some white stitching on those white clouds, but that's it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I love how it turned out. The colors in the kits this month are so inspiring. I mean, I just jumped on this and it came to me pretty quick, which is pretty good because I'm a very slow scrapper, and so yeah, I think the stitching took me longer than everything else. So let me know if you have any questions about any of the kits. Hopefully yours will be arriving soon. If you don't already have it, be on the lookout for it. They are totally worth the wait. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Have a great week.